Hey, y'all. Cynthia, PNG, Rodriguez. Hey. It finally popped up on it, but you can still put it in, you know. It's dark. It looks dark on here. Mm-mm. All right, y'all. So, y'all see the title? Oh, 1 second, though. Y'all see the title, y'all. So, we're talking about options in this, okay? While I get this thing cleaned out, okay? So, options is needed. Now, y'all, these people is just, I can't say everything because I don't want to be censored or whatnot. But stocking up and preparing, having options is very, very important now. I mean, it's been important, but it's even more important. How many of you done saw the SpongeBob trickery? The meme, the SpongeBob meme. If you know what I'm talking about and you've been watching the news, put in the comments if you know what I'm talking about when I say the SpongeBob meme that somebody decided to post as a joke and to make fun of, well, no, wait. To poke fun. Let's see the comments. So, anybody know what I'm talking about? Huh? Let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Right now, I'm about to change out one of my options, okay? I'm about to change out one of my options. As y'all can see, we're putting in work to get things set up different. I heard of it. Okay, where this individual posted the SpongeBob meme because of the people that got laid off. If y'all must have been watching the news of Oronde, can you explain it better and keep it censored? Where you ain't calling this person. We're gonna say the person name starts with a T.
Well, a backdrop would be recently a lot of people have been made to return to office. So the work from home thing is kind of gone away, and this person, along with his best friend, decided to make a meme joking about these individuals that have had to come back into office and they can't work from home. So the meme is kind of geared around them making fun of these people complaining and crying and blaming them.
Mm-hmm. This is your leader. Your leader that's making fun, okay? You think they gonna care for you? You think they gonna care about you when everything go down? Cause yeah, it's not okay. Yeah, I know. They not going to. That should tell you right there what they feel about you. How they feel about you. How they going to feel about you. Okay? They're not going to care about you. They're not going to care if you have food, if you have the things you need, none of that. Because they're showing you. And so many people is taking it lightly, you know? It's taking it lightly. What I'm doing right now is I'm finna change out the Quail brooder. And this is one of our options, okay? Having food in different ways. And I told you, if you have quail, you can't be lazy with quail. They stink. You gotta keep those brooders clean, all right? You have to keep them clean. So what I'm putting in my brooder is flakes, the bedding, the flake one, but they got the fine and they got the you don't want the seed oil. You want the flakes. You can use the fine or the flake one. You can grab something. I told you didn't have to. Okay, that's it. So I'm putting the flake, the pine shavings, okay? The flake one is what I'm putting in here. You can use the fine ones if you want. You can use the fine ones if you want to. But I have used the fine ones when I had quails before. And they alright, but I like the flake one better. Then what I'm adding to this is born lime, okay? That helps with the odor somewhat. It will not bother the quail. Not over there. Like I told y'all, you can raise these inside your home. That's another option. That's why I titled it options. You can't have chickens, you can have these, and this is the thing. You don't have to keep them long. I cannot stress enough. 6 to 8 weeks you can butcher them, okay? And you can just kind of repeat it. If you get the eggs for a while and then butcher them. That is a meat source. but you have to keep it clean. Ain't no if and, you have to keep it clean. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I'm gonna change this out. You don't know. It'll just get put to the side for when I'm ready to change that one. But anyway, y'all, I was like, it's not surprising, but I was just shocked. Like, they changing all this stuff and then making fun of it. Like, it's a joke. Like, it's like, it's funny. Like, it don't make no sense. So I have 24 quails in this brooder. So I decided to use my long tray. Let me put some more water in there. Find something to lift it up for a minute. This be straight up, no. So raise it up. My marble. Still putting marbles in, y'all, because some of these quills is really tiny. And marbles just take up a space when they little, so they don't drown, okay? I showed y'all this in the other one. Plus I got videos from a couple years back of how I do this too. So you just type in my name and type in quails and they should come up. But this is how it looks, okay? You can see it with the marbles in it. You can get these little marbles from the Dollar Tree. That's where I get them from, the Dollar Tree. Over where like the decoration for flowers and stuff. So that's for anybody that's wondering. Trying to raise it up a little bit so they don't get these shavings all in here. Move some. I'll show y'all once I get them in there. And now it is ready to change them over. Change them over. And I like to have multiple brooders ready for this because it keeps it easy. Just swap one out, and then all the containers and stuff that's in this one will get washed. Bleach water, hot water, bleach, get washed, and you set it to the side for when you need to change your brooder out again, okay? So come here. No, you don't. No, you don't. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Stop. Doing all this. This is one of the almost 3-week ones. Stop. 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 You gonna say hi? You doing all that extra? You gonna say hi? So you can see what the size of it at about 3 weeks. And then it's about 8 of them that's about 3 weeks. And the rest of them is what? Probably just making it probably about a week and a half. Yeah.
Close.
A quail that's about a week and a half. And so it shows you how big they get. They get big quick. You calm? Okay. Quail that's about a week and a half is about that big. Besides the one I just showed you, that's about 3 weeks. They grow very big. That's why they are ready to be eaten between 6 and 8 weeks. I would give it 8 weeks. I gotta show y'all too. The ones that I got a couple weeks ago that I told you the guy kind of stiffed me on, that was badly unfeathered. I gotta show y'all. They feathers are growing back. Only reason why I don't have them outside, because he said they're about 2 months old, is because how badly they feathers was out. So I'd rather just keep them in so they don't get sick. And just nourish them back to good health. Because, man, he had them in there with some males that was tearing them up. Y'all can kind of see them right here. These 3, we done had them for what, about 2 weeks now? About 2 weeks now? So, about 3 weeks probably. Don't do it. Don't you do it. This one's gonna ease up there. Gonna get on top of the feeder to have a jump start.
Okay. Let's see what you're about.
Calm down. This one's so cute. Y'all look. That one is so cute. Like, yeah, just kicking. When you what?
Hopefully she.
Yeah, I hope there are more. I hope it's more girls than it is boys. So, yeah, we're gonna say she. Hoping that. Move on. No, you know, you too little to be trying to. And you in here stuck in the food tray. Come on out of there. You shouldn't be in the food tray. Got a couple in here that's flighty. Okay. Trying to get these bigger ones because they don't want jumping. I know this a girl. I know you a girl because your feathers is in and you polka dotted. So I know you a girl. I know you a girl.
You better talk to the rest of them.
Your her feathers in more, you can tell. The feather sexable quails, about 3 weeks, you should start being able to kind of tell if it's a girl or a boy. Because the females is going to have dots on their feathers. Only the feather sexable quails. The males is going to have a solid chest. Females is going to be dotted. But that's only for the feather sexable quails. Not all quails are feather sexable. So when you're trying to get them and you want them to be feather sexable, you're going to have to ask for that. Or else you're going to have to vent sex them. And that means you're going to have to look at their bottom. If you squeeze it and foam come out, that's a boy. I've had to vent sex some that I had over the years, and it's not fun. I will say wear a mask if you got a vent sex one. And sometimes stuff will shoot right up. If it's a boy. Everybody. Just like that. So, this feeder, this brooder is going to get washed. Let me take this. This brooder is going to get washed. And then it'll get put under here for the next brooder change. Use what you got. This has always been my setup for a couple years. This right here, I got from Dollar General. It's one of those things that you hang your clothes on. I love to use these to put the shop lamps and the heat lamps and stuff on it. So this is how I have it set up out here. And then I just have a white light on these. So I can show y'all. There's some sanitizer out here. Even though I use gloves, I'm still gonna sanitize my hands. And it's about, you can get it alcohol to leave it out here. I'd rather have the alcohol. Alright, so I'm gonna put this. And I use pure alcohol until I go in to wash my hands. Pure alcohol, okay? Even though I had on gloves. I just like to keep things clean, especially when you're dealing with birds or whatnot, or anything like that. So I can bring y'all closer now. Let me see what my phone is at charge wise. Okay, we got enough juice. All right, so theirs was done yesterday, so that's why I didn't do this. Okay, in the bigger ones tray, I have kitty litter down here because they can't get to the kitty litter. So I have kitty litter and barn line is what's in here. They got their water, got their food or whatnot. I got to give them some more food, so I'll do that here in a minute. In here, I'm gonna have to take y'all. Let me take y'all off in here. Okay. If I can turn y'all around. And this is the setup that you just saw me do. Quick and easy. Quick and easy setup. So, they got water. They got the long tray of food. So, yeah. So simple as that. Now back on here, because I do need to give them, I see they feed. It's about empty. But in order to do that, nope, I'm not going to do it because I need to wait for that to get empty or I ain't going to be able to use the thing. But yeah, I'll wait till that. I still got alcohol on my hands. So yeah, y'all, that is the setup. Having options like these, I got to get me some eggs. I haven't been able to get me no hatching eggs so I can continue to hatch them. I also handled business today to make sure that I do everything legal when it comes to doing my own eggs, y'all. Y'all know I told y'all what happened with them folks. So I handle my own business with the people for zoning and stuff like that, so I don't have no middleman. So everything is good for me to go. I know my regulations, I know the rules and all that good stuff to do my chicks and do my eggs, so nothing can come back on me. So anybody that's gonna be selling their chicks, whether it's chickens, quails, selling your eggs, make sure you get in touch with your state rules and regulations. So if you need zoning permits and stuff like that, because if somebody wants to say that they got sick from your eggs or something, you want to make sure that you are in the system or you know what your state does far as that, because it's so many people that's doing this. And you know how I think. It's easy for somebody to send somebody and be like a setup sale. Go buy this and then you go and say I got sick from her eggs or not. No. So I handled that stuff today. I'm good to go. So maybe it was a reason why those people acted the way they did, because I wasn't really supposed to. I'm going to say God didn't want me to do that anyway. It was really meant like the original plan for me to be in charge of my own business and not having a middleman that's going to give me $3 for eggs and then go sell my eggs for $6, $7, okay? I can get that $6, $7 myself. So it all worked out. So I'll be my own boss when it comes to that. Make sure you are contacting who you need to contact, okay? So For is the title. When I said you need options, that is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Well, if you can't have animals or something, you need to stock up on food. You need to stock up on food, okay? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go ahead and say it in this. Now, maybe I'm an overthinker. Maybe it's just me overthinking. Let me try to get this up. But have y'all not paid attention? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Have y'all not paid attention to, when I say this is going to sound crazy, have y'all not paid attention to the amount of people that's having twins? The amount of people that are having twins. Let that kind of sink through. The amount of people that are having twins. Every time I turn around and it's all together, everybody is pregnant and everybody is having twins. Twins or more. So many people, which something that was kind of rare for you to get pregnant with twins or whatnot. Everybody, and I'm just saying to myself, is it something we eat? Like, what? What? I mean, I'm just thinking like, I got uncles in my family that's twins. And there's twins on my mom's side and my dad's side. That's what I'm trying to say. My immediate family. So I understand, my brother would have had twins, but they lost one of them. So, but if they wouldn't have lost one of them in the womb, he would have had twins. So I can kind of see if it runs, but that was a couple years back, okay? I'm trying to figure out why now everybody is having twins. Something ain't right. I see somebody say hormone food. I'm just like, no, come on now. Everybody that's getting pregnant now, they are having 2 babies at least. Most of the people. I'm saying most of the people. The more I see, the more I hear about food and stuff, something is just not right. I mean, I get comments, emails where people are saying, well, I can't stock up. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's got to be at some point, it could be something that you can put back. Something you can do. I understand people, and when I'm doing these videos too, sometimes people don't understand. If you got land, and you got means to have stuff, that is you. A lot of times I'm going after the people that they can't grow their own food because they stay in an apartment with no balcony. You got to understand there are people that this won't just affect people that has a balcony and can grow something, or people that have a little backyard that can grow something. You got people that don't have those options at all. Everybody can't go buy land. Everybody finance, we talking about those that cannot do that. What can they do? Their best bet is to stock up on canned goods and dry goods. That's their best bet. If you can't grow food, if you can't have birds, chickens or quails, ducks, if you can't have none of that, you have to go. I'm so tired of seeing and hearing people come over here and say, well, everybody need to go get some land. Everybody can't get land. Everybody can't do that. They can't do that, So you got people that's elderly. You got people that have disabilities and stuff. They can't work like that. They are on a fixed income. They can't do that. So sometimes that can make people feel bad because they just give up. Some people is not headstrong. I'm headstrong. I'm not going to be one to just let you, even if I get mentally off, I'm going to bounce back like that. But everybody is not like that. So I try to go after people that I know that, especially, I don't know if they have them down south, but I know the times I done went to New York and Virginia and Pennsylvania and those places, I always see the apartment buildings that they're like the hotels where they have an elevator in the inside of it. There's no balcony. There's no, you go up and you go to your room. There's, none of that. So people come over here and they saying, you need to go get land. Everybody, if everybody in this world went and bought land, probably wouldn't be enough land. Okay? I get it. I want me some land. But that's when I'm able to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna stop prepping because I don't have land. I have a backyard, a big backyard. That don't stop me, but it will stop some people. You got to make sure that you covering everybody's situation before you leave those comments. And it's nobody's fault because they can't go get land. It's nobody's fault because some people can do better. They choose not to. But there's a lot of people that where they live, that's the best thing they can do. They're thankful to have a roof over their head. So what I try to do over here is talk to the ones that just cannot do what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So the best thing for you to do is go to Dollar Tree. Almost everybody got Dollar Tree. Go to Dollar Tree. Get the dry beans. Get the rice. Get the canned meat. Something is better than nothing. What I was telling y'all earlier, and I still don't know if people done heard it. When you have an individual that is in control, do a meme to make fun of people that's laid off, that tells you people don't care about you. They don't care. If something were to happen, they are going to go to their safe spot. What are you going to do? You may have to hunker down in your house and you ain't got no food. You ain't got no essentials or nothing. That is what I'm talking about when I'm on here talking. I'm talking to the less. I'm not talking to the people that's way up here. And if you're able to do it, yes, show the ones that's able to do the same thing. But also don't forget the ones that can't. I'm trying to reach the ones that can't. The ones and not have them feel bad or get discouraged because they can't do what you do. Everybody needs to do what they want. I mean, the amount of comments over the last couple of weeks that has come in the chat talking about, well, everybody needs to do this, do that. It's just like, come on. Like, let's come back to reality. Let's stay on Earth. We're not going to Mars and Jupiter. We're going to stay on Earth, okay? Right on Earth and see what's going on. Everybody can't do that. So let's encourage people to stock up food on a budget. Hit those clearance areas. When they got stuff that's closed, marked down and closed out, hit those. Those are where you're going to be able to grab stuff so you can have stuff. Then learn how to preserve it. Learn how to preserve food. Okay? Ziploc bag and stuff. Get much as the air out as you can. That some stuff will go way past the best by date. The best by date is only the date that they need to get it out the store so they can have new stuff coming in. That don't always mean that it is bad. That don't always mean that it is bad. Okay? Move on. That is bad. Okay? Especially canned goods. Can go 10 years past its expiration date. All right, but they got to get it out that store to keep that cycle going of having newer product. All right, so just think about this. If something go wrong, these people that's changing these rules, making these new laws and all this, something go wrong, they going to their safe spot. I said this the other day. They got food, medicine, water, and all that stuff there. But what's going to happen to you? See it in other countries. You see it in other countries. These other countries is under attack. Their leader is in a safe spot, but people lose their lives. They out there, a couple years ago, people was out there trying to pull grass and stuff to eat. But that leader, okay, was in their safe spot. They had all the stuff they need. The ones that's making the rules and stuff, they have all that stuff. But once somebody do something crazy or whatnot, or a pandemic or something break out or something, You don't have anything when you have the chance now to do it. Everybody prepping is going to be different. Simple as that. But that don't mean that nobody can prep. And then I keep getting this. Well, I'm just going to pray about it. I done told y'all for years and my stance stayed the same. I'm not going to change it. God ain't told you not to prepare. You can pray all you want to. But that Bible, that good book, has different accounts about preparing. These are things you should be doing as an adult. Especially an adult that have kids, adults that know that they have elderly parents, or family members that's disabled. In whichever way. These are things you're supposed to be doing. It's not for them. So don't use God when you want to use God. Don't do that. Faith without works is dead. Don't do that. That's not how that thing works. God not finna come down and say, Tamika, you know you need to be getting some rice and stuff up. Now, I ain't gonna keep telling you that. God not finna tap and tell nobody nothing. Nothing. So, don't get long-mouthed and pole-faced when you don't have nothing. When all this stuff going, a lot of people, like I said the other day, you're getting taxes. What you gonna do with it? I bet a lot of people is gonna go get all different types of expensive clothes, TVs, jewelry, and all that type of stuff. I'm gonna be broke as a joke in the next week. And then you will say, well, my finances ain't there, or I can't do this, or I can't do that. No, excuses sound best to the ones that make them. I don't want to hear your excuse, and then I'm supposed to feel sad. Yes, I'm an empath. I have empathy. But I done said this, where I used to say, yeah, I help anybody. Yeah, I still will help anybody, even my enemy. But I tell you what, all you going to get is about 5 crackers and a spoon of peanut butter. And if I got enough peanut butter, you may get a little small jar and a half a pack of crackers. If I know you was one of the ones that could have prepared, why should I take from my household and my family and give to somebody that had the same opportunity as me? That's where I had to kind of like, why would I do that? Why would I do that? I bust my tail to prep, strategizing, online, looking at stuff that's cheaper here and there, using gas, going out there, whatever the case may be. I bust my tail to prep. I spend my money to prep. I would like to go and buy jewelry and get me some J's and this, that, and the other. But my priorities is different. So you can go out there and you can party hardy. You can go buy all this stuff and then come looking long-mouthed when you ain't got no water, or no crackers, no beans, or nothing in your house. It don't work like that. You crazy than a road runner if you think that it works like that. No. Your stomach just gonna be licking your back. I'll help the children. I'll give some food for the children. But I ain't finna do it for no grown adult that was able. Disabled people, I'll help them to the fullest. Elderly people, I'll help them to the fullest. Children, I'll help them to the fullest. A grown, able-bodied man or woman, no. I ain't gonna see you starve, but I ain't finna fill your gut neither. No. People are also showing you every day how they feel about you. People you want to know, people you trust will show you every day how they feel about you. In an emergency situation, it's too late now. It's too late for you to realize how they felt about you. You're not going to get nothing. It's too many things going on right before people's eyes and they can't even see it. You can't even see it. But you'll say you're smart. Try to be slick. Try to do this. Try to down people. Try to do, and don't even see it. Don't even see it. And that's what's sad. You know, that's what's sad. That's why I had to come to realize I could still be MGL. I can still care. I can still help people. But I'm not going to help like I used to say I was. Not to no able-bodied person that had the same opportunity. That's not fair. That wouldn't be fair to my household. That wouldn't be fair to my children. That's not fair. And I ain't finna take care of no grown person that's able-bodied. Nope. My children will always be my children no matter how old they are. And yes, what I got, they got. So if I got bread, they got bread. And you should feel the same way about your household. If you got children, if you got elderly parents, if you got elderly family members, if you got disabled family members. But if you one that's constantly telling your family members to prepare, and they going out there doing everything on the weekend, playing and did all this, wearing the big windshield wipers and all that stuff, face full of makeup, spending their money on that type of stuff, and want to party and go. That stuff is fine if that's what you want to do. If your priorities, if you can't go in a room or under a bed or in a cabinet in the hallway, stacked up in the hallway. I don't try to have a morning house. I've told y'all that so much. I don't try to do the morning house. Just that if I run out of space and gotta put food in my living room stacked against the wall, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, material stuff is not big for me. I'm not on the materialistic stuff. Never been. That's just me. If you can't go in your house, I'm gonna say this right now, if you can't count at least 10 5-pound bags of rice, at least 10 bags of beans, I'm gonna just say 3 things of the big bags of flour. Let's say 5-pound bags of flour. If you don't have at least 50 cans of vegetables, if you don't have at least 10 cases of water, you should not be in the club. You should not be in nobody's party. You should not be buying no Mary Jane. You should not be buying no cigarettes. You should not be buying eyelashes, makeup, grills, guys, J's, Timberlands. You shouldn't be buying none of that. Because get what? You can't eat it. You can't barter it. You shouldn't be buying none of the other stuff. Because what I just named out only going to get you, if you in the house with at least 5, 6 people, that's only going to get you a few weeks. They just did an article the other day saying if a nuke were to happen, you need 3 years of food. See, that's done changed. I'm paying attention to all this. That's done changed. What they tell everybody, 72 hours, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You got to pay attention to what's being put out there. Just like God ain't going to come tap me on the shoulder and say, prepare. Them folks ain't going to come tap you on the shoulder and say, look at here now, look. We got this thing all planned out and, we've been working on this for a while now. When I put these articles out here and say this, that, and the other, you need to go ahead and pray. They ain't finna come and do that. You got to use your common sense and your discernment to be able to see what's being put out. You can't say it wasn't put out there. It was put out there. Yeah, it was put out there, They said 3 years worth of food. It's not hard. Look at what you buy daily or weekly that you may not need. Look at the lifestyle you live. Instead of trying to down other people's lifestyle, because you got people out there like that. They down when people is dressed a certain way. I had some podcasts come on and say, you wear the same old workout clothes, and you ain't got this, and you ain't got that, and you ain't got this. They pitiful. As long as my clothes goes to them 2 items over there, meaning they clean, I don't care. I'm a mom. I buy for my kids before I buy for myself. I'm not finna do that. Ain't nothing wrong with going to City Trend, Walmart, Burlington, none of that, and getting you some cute little clothes, putting them on as long as they clean. But people will come and try to make you feel bad because all they can think about is having Chanel, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Burberry, all that type of stuff, and they want you, and I done spoke about this before. People will make you feel bad and make you feel like they more than you because they got this, that, and the other. That's so you don't up one them. They want you not to prepare. So both of y'all can be sitting like two little ducklings, hungry and stomach trying to lick his back. One ain't got what the other don't got because both of them went together and did this nonsense. Then you want to get mad at the people because they done stocked up. Because they churches got basements full of food and all they members, because they got together as a community and got about 100 people in it, and everybody made a contributed to a set amount for them to go have, water and food and supplies. And now we mad because we don't have it, and we feel like they supposed to share, and they supposed to this. No, when they're up at night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, strategizing, unloading sheds and truckloads of supplies that they have gotten that day, and they doing it at night so people won't see how much is going in this building. You in the club. At that time, you probably left the club and went to the Waffle House. And you partying this, that, and the other. Ladies, some of you up in a man face. Trying to get this man. Guys, some of you trying to get this woman. Just for the next week to be with another one. And another one. Spending your money on an $8 meal. So you can go to, and then, what? But now, these people is out here preparing. And you're doing all this other stuff, and they supposed to share with you? I had a stupid moment for a couple years when I was saying, yeah, I'm going to share it. I don't want to see nobody. I had to think about that. No. That dog ain't going to hunt today nor tomorrow. No. Nope. So I say that some people take it like it's harsh. It's not harsh. It's tough love. I don't care what your skin tone is, what your race is, none of that. I want to see everybody eat. I want to see everybody comfortable to some extent. But it's gonna be a lot of people that's not. You can get on social media and see that. It's gonna be a lot of people that's not. As you get older, you're supposed to get more wisdom. You're supposed to get wiser. That's the normal. But these days and time, 20, 30, teens, everybody needs to pay attention at this point. Everybody. And parents, guardians. I'm going to say guardians. If you know you got children out there that ain't preparing, or grandchildren, it's your responsibility if you're able-bodied now. At the end of the day, it's your responsibility, and I'm just going to be honest. You got to be cold if you can actually see whether they 25, 35, 45. If you're able-bodied, getting around good, able-bodied, sharp-minded can do, you got to be cold to see one of your kids or your grandkids hungry. And you can actually say, I ain't giving you nothing. That's blood. That's family. You ladies, guardians, for those of you that birth kids out, you birth that child out. It's your responsibility. If they don't see it now, it's your responsibility. At least for those grandchildren. Guardians, you raise these kids. It's your responsibility. Just say, hey, I gotta do this for them. You know, such and such ain't saying it right now. But they're gonna run right to you. No matter how old they are, they're gonna run right to you. And that's just is what it is. It is what it is. Don't get soft-hearted when you can't stop no more. Be soft-hearted now. Don't let the devil make you so cold-hearted that you can say, I'm not doing this, and then when something happens and you can't, it's like, well, I wish I just would have did this. Now I gotta feed, my child and his or her kids or whatnot. Be soft-hearted now when it comes to stuff like that. Because 9 times out of 10, you're gonna need it. They're gonna need it. As simple as that. It's simple as that. I know if my granny was alive, most of you know, she raised me from an infant. If she was alive, if I wasn't prepping, I know that would be a place I could go to. She wasn't going to turn me down or nothing if I didn't prep. So I'm telling you, that would be a place I can go to. All her kids, my mama, everybody. Because she prepped. She prepped. That's where I got it from. That's where I learned it from. From a child. Prepping. And I've been told for years by her before she passed away that I needed to prep. And I didn't want she always say, you don't want your kids to come to you and say they hungry. You know how I did raising you and your brothers. You need to prepare. Simple as that. Okay? So I'm not gonna talk y'all heads off. If you take it, however way you take it, I really don't care if it's a negative way. But I'm not gonna sit on here and not say it because you don't like it. The truth is the truth. If you pay attention and see things, even just going in the grocery store. If you go in the grocery store and you see all these different things going on, you look at the prices. You look at the quality of the food. And you can't figure out something not right. I don't know what to tell you. I wish you well. That's all I can say. I wish you well. Simple as that. I'm going to read some of y'all comments and then I'm going to let y'all go. I won't get everybody comments. So if it's something you really want me to see, go ahead and put it in now as I make my way down. People need to use common sense. It's not a one-size-fits-all situation. Sure not, Danny. Hey, Diane Wynn. The land here belongs to China in California. I've been trying to purchase land. And and I'm going to tell y'all this too. I'm just going to be honest with you. My family has land back home. So I know if I really wanted to, but I don't want to go back to that part of Mississippi. If I really wanted to, though, if I have to, we can pack up everything here and I can go and get on land, my family land. All right? But this is one thing. I say that to say this. You can buy land all day. You will never own it. That's what people not telling you. You will never own it. Because what you got to pay every year? You got to pay property tax. If you don't have the money to pay that every year and you get so far behind, they're going to take your land. They're going to take your land. Growing back home, I ain't seen it up here. But back home, we can rent land. I can go back to Crystal Springs, Mississippi right now and go to where I grew up. That land was rented. You paid monthly for that lot of land. And my granny had a big lot. But after her dad died, which was my great-great-granddad, he is who left the land for us, some more land. But when I was growing up, my granny had a big old lot. And it's people you know. The guy that owned it, he wasn't trying to break people. You paid a fee and do whatever you want on that land as long as it's legal. He didn't come bothering you or nothing. As long as you made your payment every month. Just like you would do with your rent. And it was not expensive. It was not. And I know you can find that same type of stuff. Yeah. So you will never completely write down, own it. I mean, if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong. I know back home, the land has property tax every year. Every year it have to be paid. So you don't do what you're supposed to do. Like Diane said, have to pay taxes and keep the yard cut. If not, you're correct. They will take the land back. Exactly. I mean, so you could get land and you can put all this stuff on it. Something can happen. You could get hurt. You could fall sick, or just the economy. You even if you were self-employed, things did not work out, and you get behind in them taxes. They taking it with everything that's on it 9 times out of 10. You owe enough money. Everything on that land comes with it, so they can try to get some of it, some of their money back. So don't be discouraged if you can't do it. Still, I want to buy land eventually, but I already know you're gonna have that fee every month, every year. That's fine. That's when you plan to make sure you can pay that every year, so you don't lose everything on it or lose it. That's just how the system is. I don't understand Christians when they say they are believers and don't want to be obedient and God instruct. Got a lot of that, Sandra. Got a lot of that. Got a lot of that. A lot of that. Everybody that say they're a Christian is not a Christian. Some people use the Bible and God's word to their benefits. Okay, they'll go tell you can't do this. But opportunity come up and they want to do that. Then they reword it and redo all this just to make it fit them. See, my granddad always told me, God gonna clean out his house first. So it's the ones that's in there, and it's a lot of trickery in every religion, because it's made up of imperfect man. Call yourself a Christian all you want to. People are imperfect. People make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And I love that God gonna clean out his house first. So yeah, I get that a lot. Emails, well, MGL, I'm just gonna pray about it. That's lazy. For the ones that's able-bodied, that's lazy. You just want to pray about it so you ain't got to go out there and do nothing. Do you actually think you're going to be able to party harder and then go to God and pray when you ain't got no food? And he's supposed to say, okay, my child, I got you. You know, you want to party harder. You lived and had a good old time and all this. And then I'm going to just give you some bread and some. I'm going to make a way for bread. It's like, come on. You can't sit at 2 tables. You can't sit at both tables. Can't sit at both tables. And nobody should try to act like they perfect, whether you consider yourself a Christian or not. Because you're not. Okay? You can't sit at both tables. You can't even straddle that table. Many of us straddle that table because we're a work in progress. I'm a work in progress, because not by no means. I'm a work in progress. I've told y'all that for years. I don't consider myself to be perfect. You know? So you can't straddle that table. You can't be over here the way of the world and the wicked people and then say can't sit at both tables. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. God tells us to take it to the ant. Ants prepare for their season. Ants store food for the winters. Yeah. 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 Ants is smarter than some humans. Just being honest. Earthquakes after earthquakes. God said you ain't gonna know one season from the next. You got all these earthquakes. I don't know if y'all pay attention to the earthquake thing. It's you can Google it, live earthquake action. You can Google and see the radiation and the earthquakes that you don't hear about. Constant. Sometimes there's hundreds of earthquakes daily. Now, it's a lot. paying attention to what's going on with these other countries that involves here is something you're going to have to do. You know, you're going to have to pay attention to it. But people don't have time to do none of that stuff. They don't have time to do any of that stuff. None of it. I'm going to bring y'all down, son. Gotta put this phone on charger. They don't have time to do none of that. And if they can stop you from doing it, they will. If they can stop you from doing it, they will. That's what the Bible says. But look, y'all, I'm going to go and get off of here. They are all together. Clean brooder. Water, fed, stretched out. These are doing good. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I hope it, got to somebody. I mean, I'm just going to give you truth. I'm going to give you facts. I'm going to give you my advice. If you don't take it, then there's nothing I can do about it. But I'm going to keep speaking because, like I always tell y'all, if I can help one person, just one person, that's what matters. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Make sure y'all, there's so many distractions in the world we're in now. Yeah. And I'm not telling people don't have fun. Y'all may see me do a short where I'm dancing and this, that, and the other, but my priorities, my goals is straight. I got supplies and things like that. I'm not saying not have fun, not live life. I'm not saying live in fear. I'm saying make sure you got your priorities. Know what's important first. And if you got a little extra to splurge, as long as it's in a legal way, splurge. Have fun. But don't be caught doing this kiddie stuff. What kids and young kids, 20s and stuff doing. Spending their little money on clothes and jewelry and stuff. And you full of dope. 30s are better. I'm going to say 30-year-olds are better. I'm 38. So I can say, I'll give it that 30 years and up. By that time, you should start seeing stuff a little different. Okay? So with that being said, let me go ahead and see. Thanks, Jill, for showing another great. Thank you, Diane Wynn, for coming in. Thank all y'all for coming in. Kyra knows 144 say gratitude. Sandra say there are stories in the Bible where God told people to store food. And people store food and people, and they did not listen. And was found without. Yeah, story about Joseph. That's one. I think I read that one probably about a year ago, a little over a year ago. I read that one to y'all. I think on a live. We went over the story. I think it was Joseph. Yeah, I think Joseph. It was about the 7 year of food and 7 year without food, and he had to gather. He was in prison. They got him out, and he had to gather the food. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I may go over that one again for y'all, but I know I went over it with y'all probably a little over a year ago, and that's a good example right there. So with that being said, y'all, let me go ahead and get off of here. Thank y'all for coming in. Have options. If you cannot have chickens and stuff, go to the Dollar Tree and get you some canned chicken. Okay? If you can't have chicken, go to the Dollar Tree. Start getting you a little bit of canned stuff. Start getting you some dry beans and rice. I already showed you can make them whole cakes with just a little bit of cornmeal, less than 2 cups of cornmeal and some water. And you got you some whole cakes. Get you a thing of molasses and people will be full. Okay? Simple as that. If you can't grow your own food, just do this to make it easy. If you can't grow food because you live in an area where you got no backyard, no balcony, no nothing. And I know it can be tedious trying to grow inside. Grow lights and all that type of stuff. You can't do that, X that out. Just say, hey, I can't do that. What can I do? I can go to the Dollar Tree. I can go to the grocery store. I can look at the clearance thing when they got stuff marked down, this, that, and the other. I can do all that, and I can bring it home, and I can research how I can store this to make it last longer. My money is a little funny. I can go ahead, go to HSN or QVC. Start looking at, if you got a little free extra change, power stations. solar power stations. Okay, let me go ahead and try to do this. Those you just got taxes. That's another thing. Power stations. Okay, let me go ahead while do this. Because when I go get my canned goods or whatnot, the power go out or something happen. All I need is a little skillet, bloop, bloop, plug into the little power station. If it's the correct wattage, if it can handle it and heat up something. I've already showed you tea light candles is another way to cook. Type in Mississippi Girl Life cooking with tea light candles. You're going to see videos that I put up with cooking with tea light candles. Be careful because you don't want to start a fire. But that's another reason. Those are the things you look at if you can't grow. If you can't grow food, you can't have chickens or a source of meat or a quail or whatever. X that out. Say, okay, that's not in my means. I can't do that. But I can do this. I can go on Amazon. I can find Amazon be having stuff clearanced out and marked down. I need to go get me some of these little tablets to put in water for water purification. I can go this because I don't have a well. If you don't have a way to get water, you don't have a well. Those of you that can purify water have the means. What if there's no water? What if there's a drought and everything is dry? But you got all this stuff to purify your water. But ain't no water to get. Everything is dried up. You still need those little tablets and stuff, just in case you have water. But if you can't get water, now you need to have stocked up water. Yeah. Everybody don't live where they can go to a creek or the ocean or something like that and get water. And then try. Those are things you cannot get discouraged because you're not able to do. Those of you that are able to do that, that's perfect. That helps you. That you stock up water, and if something happens, go and get your water and purify it and drink that until something may happen where it dries up or something. Now you say, okay, that bought me some time because now I got my bottled water. It's like a puzzle, and you trying to put the pieces together that fits you, and it can be fun. Don't let it be stressful. You can't. Don't. I was always taught the word I can't. No. It's I can and I will. Don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Just know everybody's situation is going to be different. Everybody stockpile and prepping is going to be different. But it is a need. All right? I said I was going to get off of here a couple times. I'm about to get off. My husband will not let me get chickens, but I buy chickens on sale. And you know what? I understand. And see, you just said your husband won't let you get chickens. I understand. I never talk against nobody and they relationship or nothing like that. So if you know he won't let you get chickens, and I'm gonna be honest with you. And this is me. This is not being funny. And no means am I telling you what to do. And I'm not giving you no advice. Don't nobody say, oh, Mississippi Girl got it. I'm not giving you no advice. But just what you said, a lot of more people experience that. Their significant others say no. And then you got people that the significant others say no. And they say, well, I did go ask you just to include you. And you said no, but I'm going to do anyway. That's just me. That's just me. So you do have, because I have a lot of people that say exactly what you just said, the healed homemaker. Some people come in and say, my significant other will not allow it. Well, if you follow that, if that's how you and you set up in your belief or whatever, then you got to go another way. Canning it like you say you do, or dehydrating it, or whatever. But I will say this. When things... I want to say something, and not to you, healed homemaker, but now it's turning with a lot of the comments that I have gotten from people. And this is for the ladies, because it's the ladies that says it. And I'm not talking to you. I'm just speaking. MGL just keeping it real, speaking my mind. Ladies, you got to take care of you. We go through a lot. You got to take care of you. If it's not bad and it's not crazy, and I know some people go off the religious part where their I would say religious part, their husbands make all the calls. Okay? And I understand that. I understand that that's how people do. I take advice from Oronde. But if it's advice that I feel like is not good advice or it's not logic, and I know I have kids, then that advice just kind of goes to the side and I continue to do what I gotta do. I know everybody is not like that. But I will say this, and you can kind of get to what I'm saying. Ladies, you got to take care of yourself. You got to know what, if you feel like, and this is in general, that it is something that is going to sustain. Because see, in the Bible, I don't know what account, but I heard it now. I got to find it. I got to find the scripture. But it talks about that one, you got the capable wife, okay? And then I can't remember which one it is. Somebody help me if you know. But it talks kind of about, or something about how sometimes wives can move their husbands. What a husband may not see at that moment or whatnot, sometimes the wife actions moves the husband. Okay? If somebody feel like they need to be preparing and the husband say no, and women, you got children, them children gonna look in your face when they don't have. They gonna come whining to mama. That's just how it is. Don't. You gotta know when you got to do something for the that benefits everybody, and when you don't do something. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So, here, homemaker, don't think I'm just going. When you put what you put, I get that comment a lot from women. I get that comment a lot from women. They always say what their husbands don't want them to do. And I'm just one of them, just gonna keep it real. I mean, like I say, I respect my husband. I listen to what he say, give good advice. But when there is something like prepping and stuff, I don't stop. I don't stop. That's why I set things up so I can go and deal with them. I can deal with and take care of them and stuff. That's why I research things. And I know more about these quails, them chickens, gardening and everything than he do. He's just getting on board with this prepping stuff. Because for years and years and years, he don't see no need. He may still don't see no need. But God could be moving him now. Hey, you know, showing him, you see, yeah, that's kind of, we need to do this. So I'm not just talking to you, but that did make me go back to something because of the comments that I see. Please, people, be obedient to God's instruction. You want, and I'm almost there. I have to look out for me and my children. So, you get what I'm saying. Nothing against nobody. Nothing against nobody. But I done been through a lot. Y'all know I just turned 38 Friday. I done been through a lot with learning people. Before I got married, I had boyfriends. I dated people back home. I got married to Oronde 2009. Lord, I done lost track of how long it's been. But we getting closer to that 20-year mark. I have learned a lot. Okay? Even my upbringing taught me a lot. Ladies, I'm talking to you. My upbringing, how my granny taught me things, taught me a lot. And some of that stuff I didn't pay attention to when I was out there dating and this, that, and the other. But I learned. When a woman that has children, God ain't told you to obey nobody that's not telling you right. God say prepare. you prepare. I'm not telling nobody not to do this, that, and the other. I'm not talking about, I'm just telling you from my experience. Can't no man tell me too much of what to do and what not to do. I don't care who you are. If you ain't God, you can't tell me, when it comes to something like this, like I say, I'm talking to everybody that's you know who you are. You put it in the comments for everybody to see. You got children, or if you don't have children, don't be in a situation where you have to do less for you or your kids because of the other species. Don't do that. Don't do that. I see it all the time. Don't do that. This is the time when we got to prepare. And I've been wanting to say it, and I haven't, because I don't want nobody to say, oh, she talking about marriage. I'm just, because of that, maybe it was time for me to say it. I'm going to be honest. And Oronde knows this. And it's not disrespectful. If he tell me don't get no chicken, just because he told me don't get no chickens, I may go get 50 of them. Don't do me like that. I am somebody. Just because I'm a woman do not mean I have to bow down when there is things that I'm going about things in a right way. Because let me ask you this. For the ones that say, oh, I'll be obedient to my husband, because the Bible said to. True. Do what the Bible said. Like I said, I'm a work in progress. So I don't never tell you I'm no Christian or I'm perfect. I don't tell you that. I'm a work in progress. Okay? But I will say this. If your husband told you to go out there and commit a crime, you gonna do it? Because you gotta obey him, right? You ain't gonna do that, right? But your husband tell you don't prepare. I mean, you're not gonna prepare? Well, when he told you to go commit that crime and you said, no, I ain't gonna do that, then you be disobedient to him. And that's when you're supposed to, because you're not supposed to let nobody make you do anything like that. But you want to do something that's beneficial. And he tell you no, I'm just not cut from that type of cloth. It's going to be some issues. It's going to be some issues. You hear me? Like, no. I'll tell you this. It's not 80-20. It's 50-50. I'm not going to stand behind you. I stand beside you. And that's how I go. It ain't 80-20. 50-50. Okay? I hope that helps somebody. And I'm going to say this. For those of you that may be in an abusive situation, get out of it. I was always taught you don't. You don't. Because sometimes some of y'all comments, it sounds like that, because it sounds like if you go do something that you want to do that's not bad, it seems like it's going to be other, and I just don't say nothing. I read your comments, but I'm just like, so let me just say this. Go to law enforcement or something. It's ways. Get out of it. Get out of it and do. This is the time when you got to do what's best for you. And look who came in. What's best for you. Ain't no problem. I was just telling them, we was on this subject where I was telling them it's not 80-20, it's 50-50. We're talking about when, like, the comments that I be getting where I ain't getting in nobody's relationship or nothing like that. I can't do that. But when, the comments I be telling you where they say their significant other won't let them prep or won't let them have this and they really want that, then, as a female, I'm talking to the ladies directly, on not getting in nobody thing. I'm just saying, I don't do that. I don't do that. If I go to him about something and he give me his opinion and his thing, if it don't set right with me, I follow my mind. I mean, I did include him, but it's just, and that's just how it is. And I'm not telling nobody to do that, but you got to understand Everybody is different. Everybody handle things different. Right now, if you're trying to prepare and somebody trying to stop you, think about what that Bible said. That Bible has different accounts about preparing. If you got children, you gotta think about your children. Okay? Them kids that you birthed, that you pushed out, that you went through so much to have. I don't care who the male is. Those children come first. All right? Children come first. When you do what is right, trust God and God to do the rest. Exactly. You're speaking absolute truth. Exactly. I'm the type where, and how I feel is, nobody on this earth should be able to control another human being. You know? I just never been that type of female, and I'm thankful for that. I come from a family. My grandma was not like that, and my mom is not like that. You know, it's like, no. That's not what we doing. That's not what we gonna do. But I know it's a lot of women. When Oronde was deployed, I think this particular time he was in Afghanistan, Iraq. I became a mentor on base. Gave me something extra to do. He was gonna be gone for months and months. So up here was just me and the kids. And I mentored women, spouses. And it was just like, everything was, my husband won't let me do this. My husband won't let me do this. You know, what do they get paid at this rank? Because he's telling me this. And I'm like, and me being a mentor for them, it was my job to, you know, explain the pay to them, explain the pay per rank, explain. I was that type to where, I'm gonna say this. A lot of times, the men's one want the women to know too much. But I was fortunate to have a cousin that was up here when I got up here that I had never met. And when I met her, she gave me the ropes. Like, no. Like, when he leave, you need a power of attorney. You need to be able to sign stuff for him. You need to be able to do this. Oh, no, ma'am. When he leave, you need to be able to, you have these rights. I jumped on it. That's just me. So, I'm going to know what most people, most spouses in that situation, spouses didn't let them know, okay? The men would be gone. And they'd have been told these women so many different things that just was not true. And I'm like, so my job was to educate the females, okay? But I'm thankful that I had a cousin that educated me. She's like, no. She's like, look, I'm not speaking down on nobody. I'm just telling you the ropes. I'm telling you how these men would do. You know, you need this, you need that. I told him, I said, for you, I said, you got to ship out when, I need a power attorney. He looked at me. I said, I need the full one. Don't come with no half one. He like, well, I had that power attorney before he deployed. Things like that. That also showed me the things that the spouses just don't know. Outside the military, you still have people that you just don't know. You don't know. It's things that you need to know. You need to look into things. Women, ladies, you need to look into things. So if something were to happen or not to happen, you are able to take care of. Let me tell you, there has been accounts, I'm just going to be honest. There has been accounts where men has been married and remarried. And I think it's a law now where they can't, like when they run through the system, they'll know. But it's been times where men has been married, got divorced, remarried, and had their first wife as their beneficiary and stuff on their life insurance and stuff. Where they want and put themselves in one, but put the beneficiary as their first wife. And this woman has been with you, your second wife has been with you 20, 30 years. Something happened to you. And she finds out that everything that she has no rights. I have seen accounts like that. I have seen things like that. So that's why I try to tell women, nothing against men, nothing. But some men is slick as okra. And I know from dealing with men, you know. So ladies, I'm talking to you. Do what's best for you. Take care of yourself. Don't let no man and nobody else run you raggedy. Don't be catering and all this stuff. It's all right to, cater to your man, to do this to your husband or whatnot. It's all, but there's limits to that. Don't run yourself crazy and all this and don't know things that you need to know and have your ducks and your twigs in a row. Also, I'm gonna say this, and if any men in here, they probably are left now. Ladies, put some twigs in our account that don't nobody know. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's part of being prepared. You prepare yourself for any nonsense. Put you some twigs. When I say twigs, a few coins. Put them back somewhere. Put them back somewhere. Guys, you can do the same. There's some trifling women out there. You can do the same. And the guys in here, but normally it happens to the women. I'm thankful. I got 3 kids by 3 different men. I ain't ashamed. But Oronde taking care of them kids. He is the one I have by him. And my other 2. That's who they know. I gave the other 2 men the opportunity. Don't want to do right. Don't want to do nothing. Don't want to claim them. Don't want to do this. Don't want to do that. So I'm thankful God we done had our ups and downs, this, that, and other. Done went through a lot in this marriage. Has not been easy. But at the same time, I have to give credit where credit is due. That's who they know. It don't take who gave a seed to make a child don't make them a father. Okay? There's a difference being a baby daddy and a father. Okay? So I say all that to say a lot of us has went through that. A lot of us has dealt with it's time to, right, especially with everything going on, it's time to wake up and get smarter. Okay? Don't let no low-hanging fruits cloud your mind. It just is what it is. Gotta get smarter. Gotta get smarter. One motto I used to always, knowing that I don't have no family up here, because my cousin, they end up deploying somewhere, getting stationed somewhere else. Knowing I don't have no blood family up here, when Oronde will be deployed, I lived by this rule of live as if he deploys tomorrow. Now I live by this rule, live as if he leave today. When I say leave, walk off. Because anybody can change. And I'm talking to the ladies. Live as if he walk off from you today. God forbid anything happen. Live in a way that you can take care of yourself. And if you got children, you can take care of them. Okay? It's just, I hope I'm talking to somebody that needed to hear this. And thank you to Heal Homemaker for opening this part up, because we was not supposed to go this deep. But thank you for saying what you said that actually made me go and say what I've been thinking for a couple of years now. But I don't want to be like, I'm giving somebody advice. A lot of, I know some people, it used to be some of his friends. They was cool with me, but they didn't want me talking to their wife because they know I was going to put their wife up on game. And it was the ones that had to have this done by the time he got home. Come around me, I'm going to tell you, girl, if he do something to you, you go to command. Don't be doing all this every day. What? It was one lady, she had to mop every single day. She had to have his food ready when he got home. If he didn't smell bleach in the house, he got mad. I said, girl, if you don't, girl, and then she had 8 kids. Girl, if you don't go sit down and rest yourself and you just had this baby. Oh, he got mad with me. Oh, he got mad with me. I pulled up to get her. We was finna go hang out. He gave her $5 and told her to bring back the change. I said, you need to go to his command. But he gets so mad, girl, please. Then he had something smart to say. I said, okay, all right. You stay at that door and go ahead and say it. But a few minutes later, Oronde came around. Is there a problem? She came to pick up yours. You ain't got nothing to say to her. He was mad because I was giving her the information she needed. But that's wrong, man. That's wrong. That woman had to have the house smelling like bleach by the time he came home. What? And I don't know if he did anything, the way she acts, she was scared of him. I'm like, nobody should have to live like that. If he do something to you, contact his command. And I gave her the information. And he didn't like it. But believe it or not, it don't have to be, it can be, there are marriages that's just like that. And it's disgusting to me. Women are not slaves. No. We do enough. We have enough going on. We're not slaves. I'm not going to be treated like one. I have taken stuff. I'm going to talk to y'all from a woman when I say this. I have taken stuff because it wasn't like nobody putting their hands on me or something. You're not going to put your hands on me. Oronde has never attempted to. No. But sometimes women take things because of our children. And then sometimes it don't get better. In my case, our marriage got so much better just in the last year or so. And that's through prayer. That's through praying. Asking God to move people. That's what that is. That's working on a marriage. But if you in one where it's straight physical abuse and stuff, no, under no circumstances. Abuse, physically, I go in another headspace. I'm not tolerating that. Nope, not in jail. It is what it is, call it what you want. No, not doing it. And I ain't gonna tell nobody to take that under no circumstances, okay? So, this is the time we all need to be preparing, all right? And women are not a punching bag. Women should be cherished. Exactly. It just is what it is. Diane Wynn. You're right, Queen. So I hope that some of you that's done left those comments and whatnot, do what you gotta do when it comes to preparing. That significant other gonna see it when SHTF hit. They gonna see it. And I tell mine, you gonna lap your mouth over a can of beans and rice just like everybody else. So it is what it is, So, but if you got somebody that want to like put you in danger or something because you're preparing, get the law involved, get the police involved, and go ahead and do what you got to do. And there's resources and stuff to try to get resources to help you get on your feet while you probably can still get them. But if you ain't got that type of situation and somebody just gonna be mad because you decided to prep, as long as he ain't physically touching you or nothing, or going out there with somebody and whatever and just want to get mad, let him be mad. Let her be mad. Oh well. Go and start preparing so y'all can have food and stuff and prop your legs and stuff up and relax and chill, and he'll get over it. The minute something happens, you'll be the first one going in there getting a can of beans or something, looking at it and we gonna have this right here, and you saying to yourself, wouldn't have that if I would have listened to you. That's just the way it is. Simple as that. Y'all, let me get up off of here. So I've been on here. I don't even see them. Oh, an hour and 41 minutes. Wait a minute. I didn't know it was 6:11. Y'all, let me get off of here. I enjoyed talking to y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I hope it has helped somebody. I got on here and then got all I can talk about this stuff for days, y'all, for hours, because I mean, it's so much I be wanting to say that I just leave alone. I just leave alone when I read comments and I see people say certain things. I'm just like, could not be me. But everybody is different. But we gotta work and try to get each other on the same page. Remember, if something go down, these people that's calling these rules and changing stuff, they gonna have food, water, and a safe spot. We gotta make sure we have what we need, okay? So with that being said, let me get off of here. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in, and we'll talk in the next one if it's God's will. Bye.